where we have all the hydrotherapy treatment. So naturopathy is concerned with the 5-element theory, that is Panchabhutas: fire, earth, water, air and space. So in among that water element what we use as an equipment. So these are the equipments where we are using. So before going with the treatment, so we use all the vital data are checked. The BP, pulse rate, heart rate and their body temperature, all the parameters are checked, and the condition of the patients, if it is good, and based on the disease conditions, the treatment will be allocated to the patients. So this is first is the full immersion bath. This is plain full immersion bath. So where the water will be poured into this. So the water level will be indicated and it will be locked with the knob. So after filling off this water with the cold water or hot water or neutral water, this also the temperature depends upon the disease condition of the patient. So this will be filled. So where the patient will be completely immersed into the immersion bath. So the main purpose of this immersion bath is for arthritis, obesity, and especially for menstrual irregularities. This full immersion bath can be applied. And water once used is discarded because this should not be reused, and the sterility of the water also has to be maintained. So after using of this for 10 minutes to 20 minutes based on the conditions, so we will be discarding the water where the knob will be opened so that the water is drained off away. And next is the next next here will be the spinal spray. So there in the spinal spray we are concentrating only on the vertebral column of the patient. So this is very applicable for high BP, stiff neck and the muscles very strong, and also for insomnia, where for the sleep disorder we can apply. This is the spray where we have, this spray will be for the spinal column alone, where the motor will be on and also the spray of water will be there. So we have to on the switch. If the patient is lying down on the spinal spray, only to the vertebral column the water will be forced up so that it gets massaging effect to the spinal column. And next will be the steam bath. So this is a steam bath cabin where the time will be set up and the patient is asked to sit inside the cabin. This is the adjustable stool where based on the height of the patient the stool is adjusted, and here inside before getting into the cabin, so the 2 to 3 glasses of cold water is taken for the patient so that the sweating will be sometimes dehydrate. So to prevent dehydration we have to go with the water, and the head will be out as in the figure we can see the head will be out and it has to be covered with a towel so that the steam is not coming out. And here it is given for maximum of 3 minutes to 5 minutes where the sweating will perspire, and it is very good for obesity and for the arthritic complications, and it is also for general fitness where the toxins being removed from the body, so the steam is given. So after steam bath we have to go with the cold water shower, and this is the arm bath where the water will be taken here. Spray of water will be there. So the water is, after filling of the water, the hand of the patient has to be inside. So only to the arm we are giving the arm bath. Today this has to be only for the arm. This is very good for the carpal tunnel syndrome, that is with the people working in the computer applications, and also for the weak patients and the old geriatric conditions. This is a foot bath. So where the foot is immersed into the tub. So here also the water will be filled up. So where till the ankle region the foot has to be immersed up, and it is also the cold, and depending upon the condition, the temperature varies. And here this is very good for the ankle problem. The foot ankle pains, and also it is very good for the headaches and the enigmatic conditions of the patient, and especially for the diabetic foot, this foot bath is very good. So as shown in the figure, we can also add up with the pebbles, petals, and also aromatic oils also can be applied for the foot bath. And this is plain spinal. So as we have seen in the spinal spray, that is only for the vertebral column of the spine. So here the entire trunk of the patient is laid. So this is also very good for BP conditions and stiff necks and the back muscle stiffness. So where insomnia conditions, this is plain spinal bath is applicable. And next we are seeing with the hip bath. So this hip bath, where only the hip alone is immersed in the water. If it is hot water or cold water or plain water, depending upon the conditions of the disease of the patient, we are going to decide the temperature. And this is the hip bath, plain hip bath, where it is going to immerse only the hip bath. Especially it is very good for piles, that is hemorrhoids, and also for menstrual irregularities and constipation, regular constipations. So as seen, this will be the foot will be out of the tub, only the hip will be immersed into the water. So this is where the Panchakarma table, massage table, we will be applying the massage for the conditions of the patients, for the pain or the reduction of the weight or to circulate the blood, where we can give the massage therapy. And this is Sirodhara, where the oil application can also be given for the head. So this is the Panchakarma table, the massage therapy, one of the therapy where we are applying for the patient. So this all with the water element, and for the fire element, we are going with the sun bath, where we have to lie on the outside, where with the sun bath, and mud therapy, where the mud application can be given with the mud. So that is one of the element. So water element, fire element, and air mud element, that is earth element. Air is where we are going with the walking of the open air space walking, that is the air element where we are using. And space is where fasting. In naturopathy, we also advise diet modification, and fasting is given where the emptiness will give the healing effect. So that is where the fasting. So these are the 5 element theory based subject, where it is a drug plus therapy. No medicine is given, only 5 Buddhas. That is fire, earth, water, air and space is used. That is water, sun, mud and fasting, and also where the open walking is given for the naturopathy treatment by the patient. So here we are using in this lab for the general public and for the students, as this is with the subject oriented lab. One paper of naturopathy is there in the subject. So we give the practical training for the students as a subject. Here is where one of the element, earth element, we are using mud as the element. So this mud is being soaked in the water overnight, and after making a soft paste, this will be applied on the patient. So the naked body, that is on the skin of the patient, the mud has to be applied as shown in the figure. It is very good for improving the toxins elimination and also for blood circulation. This mud can be applied directly or in a form of pack, where local application can also be given. This is one of the naturopathy treatment given as the element 5 Buddhas, earth element.
கவர்மெண்ட் போலீஸ் வாங்கினா கரெக்ட் டைமில் வராமல் லஞ்ச் டைமில் பார்த்துட்டு